Okay, little Anka here she is, has a tumor that ruptured right at the top of her head here. So it's right there. Anyway, I'm gonna record this because I wanna know when it happened and I just wanna know what I used to treat it. It's not really a big deal. It was just oozing a little bit. And it's actually probably a good thing that it did. But anyway, she's an older dog and I just wanna record when I did it and how to do that. So besides just tracking the horses, you can also add other animals. There's a tab here at the top saying other animals. So if you click on that, right now I don't have any animals added, so I'm going to add a new animal. Sanka. The species, I've pre-populated all kinds of different species in here. She is clearly a dog. And then the breed, save. Date of birth. I'll have to go back and get her microchip number. I do have it in my folder, but I'll go ahead and add that later. And I'm not really worried about the breeder, color and markings, fawn, and no brand or tattoos. And I can go ahead and add a picture or two here now if I want to. And I'll hit save. So now that I have Anka added, now I can start to add activities around her. And I can also, within my activities, be able to trigger reminders. So if I click on Anka, and then I want to hit add new activity, so I can pick the type of activity. Because there's other types of animals that might not be horses, but other types of species, there are still things like farrier in there, although that doesn't really apply to her with her being a dog. However, these activity categories are a little bit broader, so they do support dogs and cats and all kinds of different animals. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do is put in a health activity. And I think I'm going to record it as an injury observation. And I'm going to record it as a bump because it was a bump on her there. And I'm just going to put some notes around what I observed here. Okay, so I typed in here, tumor or lump directly on the crown of her head, ruptured, cleaned with diluted iodine, and used Animax to treat. So I'm just going to save it. And if I want, I could also tie into this is I could add a new activity that is related to what I actually used medication-wise to treat it. So I can hit medication, and then I can look for this Animax, which is the Dermagel. And now I've entered my note, and I can hit save. This was really helpful. So if I'm taking the dog to the vet, oftentimes they want to see what have you done with the dog, what are the observations, you know, if I've taken temperatures or anything else. It's really helpful because now I have this history right here at my fingertips and I can go through and say this is what happened on this date and here's the treatment that I did. And then, you know, if I use the observations and say that I did this and I didn't see any changes, or I did start to see some changes, those observations are very helpful as well. One other note is that when I entered these, I did have the opportunity to put in reminders. It wasn't really necessary for these type of activities. However, so for instance, if I wanted to set something up like health, flea and heartworm prevention, and I want to set up a reminder in the future, that's really helpful as a reminder. And I will see those reminders in this reminder bar as well as in the planning. I will see the reminders for any sort of other animals as well. Thanks for watching. We're going to be posting more videos related to Equine Simplified tips and tricks as well as general horse care topics. So please remember to subscribe so that you can get the latest. Now, time to go play with the horses. Cheers!